Hello, YouTubers. Greg Fishel here, and finally, and the last thing there, hopefully you saw where I am, Carver's Gap. And could you see that over there? We're right on the North Carolina-Tennessee border. I'm standing in Tennessee right now, but if I walked a couple of hundred feet, I'd be in North Carolina. So finally, it was about, an hour or so ago that the entire column of air above us finally cooled to the point where it was all snow. Although you can see that the road surface is still too warm for ice to form. It's slush. And if it were to come down really hard, then we probably would see the road snowed over or snow covered. The reason there being is that when the snowflakes fall and they hit a warm surface and melt, that melting process actually extracts heat from whatever it's melting in or on. And so if it starts to snow really hard, you got a lot of melting going on, and all of a sudden the road surface cools enough so the snow starts to accumulate, at least until the intensity lets up again, and then a lot of times it'll start to melt again. But this is probably going to be the last video I do on this, unless I encounter something bizarre in the next few hours. But originally the experiment was to find out how much different it would be at 5,500 feet than 3,500 feet, which is the elevation the model thinks we're at. But it really didn't come into play because it was warm above freezing all the way up to 10,000 feet last night and this morning, and it didn't matter. So the next time I come up here, I'm going to make sure it's a situation where I'm sorry, I'm a little cold. Make sure it's a situation where it's not quite so warm up at around 8, 9, 10,000 feet, and then see how much difference there is between 3,500 and 5,500. So, so I guess I'll call this part one of the experiment done. It wasn't exactly what I was counting on, but at least I learned a few things, and now we wait for the next event. And the way this winter's going, it may be months, like next winter, before we get to that. So hope you enjoyed this expedition with me, and we'll obviously do this again, and not just with snow, but with other things as well. So hope you'll stay tuned and choose to subscribe, and we'll talk to you soon. Hope your team wins in the Super Bowl. You all take care. Bye-bye.